Alright, welcome to Daily Coding Challenges. We are going to pull a JavaScript challenge question from the internet and try to solve it. Today's question is: write a program that validates passwords to match a specific set of rules. A valid password is one that conforms to the following set of rules. Number 1, minimum length is 5. Number 2, maximum length is 10. Number 3, should contain at least one number. And number 4, should contain at least one special character. And I guess this is the special character list. 1, 2, so including the parentheses, I guess. Okay, so literally just hold shift and face roll the number pad. Okay. So number 5 should not contain spaces. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up. So function, they call it passwordValidator, and it's taking in a password. And okay, so we're going to want at least one number and at least one special character. So we're going to want to make it a count of how many of those there are. So we'll say we'll let number count equal 0 and let special character count equal 0, and we'll let numbers equal all the numbers. We'll let special characters equal hold shift, face roll the number pad, and we will let, so we'll need an overall alphabet to rule out things that shouldn't be there. So we'll let alphabet equal, type the alphabet, oops, and we will let oh, whoops, need to add the numbers and face roll the numbers again with shift. And okay, so it doesn't say anything about capitals, so lowercase and capitals, but I see number 1 here says true, and it has capitals and lowercase. Let's see. So the first one is true and the last one is true. Everything else should return false. So since it doesn't say anything about capitals, I'm going to let password array equal password lowercase dot split at the in-betweens, and we'll say, actually that should be good for our setup. Since it doesn't say anything explicitly about capitals and lowercase, I'm just going to convert all of it to lowercase. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start a for loop. So let I equal 0, while I is less than password array dot length, I plus equals 1, and okay, so starting off, let's go ahead and say, I guess let's rule out anything that shouldn't be there. So we'll say if not alphabet includes password array at the current index, we want to return a false. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'll create a series of checks, and as long as it passes all those criteria and doesn't return a false, then at the end it should return true. So if not, alphabet includes password at the current index, return false. So if the current index is anything that is not listed here, then it should hit a false. And actually, I think that should satisfy number 5 here. Should not contain spaces, because I did not add a space to my alphabet here, so that already knocks out one of them. So the only one I see with a space is line 34 here. I'm going to go ahead and actually test that. Let's just see. So it's the second to last, and it's returning false. So that does work for spaces. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock out some more of this. So we'll say, I guess we'll go ahead and knock out the first 1 and 2, the lengths. So we'll say else if password array.length is less than 5, or password array.length is greater than 10, return false. And so we have 1, 2, and 5 knocked out from this list up here. So 3 and 4. So we need to get a count of numbers and special characters. So I guess while I still have this loop up, I'll go ahead and use it to let's see, if numbers includes password array at the current index, and we just want our numbers, number count, plus equal 1. What did that parenthesis belong to? How did I get that there? Okay, whatever. So we'll do the same thing for special chars includes password array at the current index, and we want special chars count to plus equal 1. And I think that should do it for that. So we got our counts now. So outside of the loop, we'll check if number count is less than 1, or if special char count is less than 1, then we want to return false. So we got 1 and 2 knocked out, we got 5 knocked out, and now we knocked out 3 and 4. So that should be all of them. Let's find out. So true and true for the first and the last, and that's what we're seeing here, and the rest should all be false, which is what we got. And that should just about do it for this one. Alright, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If I can help you out, then I will. If I don't get to your question, hopefully somebody else will help you out. But I will be looking through questions and trying to help out if I can. And I will catch you next time.